Sounded delayed to me, so
We're in
we'll
it.
figure out how it works. Oh, man.
All right.
I am nervous
I'm the
to see
host.
how this one turns out. You're the host? Bring us in.
Yeah. Oh, wait. No. I didn't mean it like that. I meant like I'm the server host, so there's no lag for me.
Oh, no,
You know,
you got to
like
bring
the
us
good
in
old
now.
Xbox
You already
days.
committed to this.
No. When I walked in here, you said I'd be conducting the interview. Now, how much pot did you smoke?
Oh. All
All
right.
right. Well, I guess. No, I'm doing it.
Because when the cops showed up, they start pointing to the backyard, and the cops have hands on their guns, and they're just kind of looking around, and they couldn't find the woman.
Yeah. Tell your friends.
Tell your friends, tell your mom, tell your dad. Mention it to your brother.
Yeah.
Don't be too worrisome about your brother, but let him know.
Yeah. You don't want to come off as pushy. That's the last thing we want. Well, welcome back to SpaceShow. I hope we're coming through loud and clear. This is the first ever remote episode.
I hope this episode comes out.
Yeah, I hope it comes. And I'm in Champaign, Urbana, in my house, Mega Base, living with other people on the drumline. And where are you? Where the hell are you?
And I am not.
Nice.
I just like to say south suburbs of Chicago, because we out here, but it's not even really Chicago.
Well, yeah, you're in the stew, you could say.
Oh, I'm in the stew. I'm at home. We're doing it.
You are in the stew. Are you getting a little latency? We can cut if you want.
A little bit.
It sounds like it's lagging a little bit.
I'm opening up a Google thing right now, so that could be it.
It might be it. People could also be playing Warzone right now.
All right, I'm good now. All right.
All right.
So
we might just leave that in. Probably just leaving that in. Just leaving that in.
Must work for us. How you been? How's life been? I think the last time we recorded was probably 2-3 weeks ago before you headed down to school.
Yeah, I think it was 3 weeks ago because I've been visiting my girlfriend every weekend and I've gone 3 times already.
Nice. Okay.
So yeah.
How's U of I been? Because
yeah.
I heard you guys are leading the COVID research or whatever.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think I talked about it on the podcast before, but U of I has saliva testing, which is not really the norm because usually you have to do the nasal thing, but they came up with their own test where you have to just spit in a little test tube and they just give you your results 5 hours later, email it back to you. It's really, really easy and convenient, and definitely way better than getting your nose stuck with a Q-tip.
Yeah, it's baffling that that's not more widespread or more common, because isn't it relatively cheap?
Yeah, it's literally, I don't know what the test entails, but as far as being in the testing site, you just walk in, they give you a tube to spit in, and then you just spit in it and cap it and give it back to them, and it takes about 5 minutes the actual testing process.
Yeah, I heard the test itself
really
maybe
easy.
costs $10-15 to produce.
Yeah,
I don't know why it's not more widespread, because that shit's awesome.
I heard maybe somewhere that they're kind of shipping it out or doing it in other locations, but I mean, yeah, I'm on the same boat as you. I really don't know why that wouldn't be the national norm. Maybe resources,
Okay.
They can't have maybe they're using some sort of resources on campus to do these tests or something, some sort of expensive machine. I don't know.
Yeah, I saw somewhere you guys are 0.23% positive rate, which is really good compared to the rest of everyone.
Yeah, it's pretty good, but the chancellor sent out a pretty angry email to us like last week.
What is the chancellor at a college or university? I have no idea what that position means. Are they like top dog?
Basically, like he's not necessarily top dog because there are people above him, but he's basically the one who addresses the students. Like he'll be the one speaking a lot at graduation. He's the one emailing us about certain situations. He's the one telling us the COVID regulations.
Got it. Okay,
so
go on.
He's just kind of like the overall student body, graduate, undergraduate dude. He talks to us all.
Gotcha.
And so it was kind of like they were very disappointed, and they said that multiple times. It was like not we're not mad, we're disappointed, and it said
we know what you guys are capable of.
Yeah, it said like in the email is like because of the actions of a few selfish individuals. And it was just like really shady.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, I mean, I guess we've been doing pretty good. But I guess our faculty is let down with us.
Dude, did you see like ISU, Illinois State University, for those of you at home, roll birds? They're like 5th worst in the nation for like towns or college towns.
Oh my god. Like,
yeah.
In terms of like the density, like population and stuff?
Yeah, I think it's like 5% positive.
Oh my goodness.
It's something like ridiculous. And it's like, wow, that's close to home. Everywhere else is like New York, California, Texas, like bigger states. And then all of a sudden, boo-foo, Illinois, normal.
Boo, birds, boo.
Yeah.
Go Illini.
Go ILL.
INI.
My
go
man.
Illini, go. Okay. Enough of that.
How your class?
Actually, along that. Hold on, I'm not done with this.
Oh, my bad.
I wanted to say that our neighbors across the street actually got fined because they had a house party like not too long ago.
Really?
The cops showed up and busted them. Yeah.
I mean, good.
Just because like there were people who weren't living there, like there.
Yeah, I saw you guys had like a party, but for everyone just living in the house, which makes sense. Like if there's 14 or 15 of you, cool, hang out, have a good time, because you guys can't expose each other if you live together. But if there's another house, like you have to understand what you're doing.
But that's like we can, but that's the assumed risk. You can't really avoid that.
Yeah, but like if you're hosting house parties to the public or whatever, like your
that's bad.
friends
that's
that
bad
live
news
somewhere
bears.
Else, like, yeah, it's kind of fucked up. You're ruining it for everyone else.
Yeah, for real. Those are the selfish individuals that the chancellor's talking about in the email.
That's who we're disappointed in.
Exactly. Honestly, fuck them. Yeah, it's funny because apparently at the party that was at my place, there were like people like driving by and like taking videos like as if like we weren't all roommates. I wasn't there, but that's what I heard. Word on the street is.
I mean, funny. Yeah, if I saw like they made 20 like people, I'd be a little suspicious too.
It's funny, they made like little signs that said like, "Don't worry, we all live here." #megabase.
That's pretty funny. I appreciate that.
Speaking of mega, I have 2 desks in my room, so now I think I'm capable of making mega desk in my room.
You gotta make quad desk.
And only one more desk, and that's quad desk.
There's so many stupid gags in The Office, but I've been kind of rewatching it. It's so freaking amazing.
I think people sleep on 8 and 9, seasons 8 and 9. Really,
I think people sleep on season 8. I think 9 did just how it should have.
Is Megadesk in 9 or is that an 8?
I think it's an 8. Because that's when
it's
both Jim and Pam were
seasons.
working at the office as sales. Because in 9, Jim goes and works at Athlete. Athlete.
Oh, yeah. Maybe you're right. Maybe 9's not so great.
Mm-hmm. And then all of a sudden the camera crew's involved. It's like, eek.
Oh, fuck.
I will say the ending episode, the finale, was very good. Very well done.
Oh, I used to cry every time I watched it. Now I'm hard and veteran at it, but
now I just get hard when I watch it.
Yeah, now I'm just doing other things when I watch it. Moving on. Hey, how's nursing school?
Really stressful already.
Who would have guessed that this professional graduate school is stressful, you know?
It's an undergrad.
Certainly not I. Is it undergrad?
Yeah, I'm getting a bachelor's.
No, nice.
Yeah, there's associates, bachelor's, and master's.
Is RN, once you were an RN, though, is that master's or is that still bachelor's?
So, okay, I can educate you and our viewers at home.
Yeah.
So, you can get your associates in nursing and bachelor's in nursing. But the RN is once you pass your NCLEX exam. So you can sit for the NCLEX once you have some sort of degree, associates, bachelor's, master's. Typically, you get it before your master's, or you do it before your master's. But you have to sit for the exam. Yeah. Once you pass, you become a registered nurse in whatever state you're in. Thus, you have an RN. So at the end of all this, I should have a RN BSN, registered nurse, bachelor's of science in nursing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But you can also get that with an associate's.
I got bad news. I just found that I wasn't recording my video that entire time.
All right. Well, hopefully the video will appear very soon.
Yeah, it's in there now. Well,
my God,
that's embarrassing. I literally pressed the button, dude. I don't know.
Yeah, apparently not hard enough.
Doesn't have much space. My computer doesn't have much space in it left.
I'm just gonna put like a picture of you next to me because I was like nodding and like agreeing with you, and I'm not about to do that to myself. But yeah, no, school's pretty cool. Have exams already coming up this week and next week. Only a couple classes.
Already exams.
Yeah, they kind of. Wow. I had to write down all my like assignments on just a piece of paper. Like this is what's gonna happen in the next couple months. Just because I'm like it's better for me to see it rather than like week to week every syllabus. But yeah, so far it's not bad.
Yeah.
Theology is a breeze as a gen ed because we took it all throughout high school. Then I took 2 more courses at a couple more colleges. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
dude, honestly, I took not a theology course over the summer, but a semi-religious archaeology in the Bible. And, I passed the class, like, really, really well without studying for it at all, just based off my knowledge from high school.
Dope. Nice.
Yeah. Not to flex, but go with theology.
So I got a story for you.
Oh yeah, as this you hyped up these stories before we started recording. I wanna hear them.
It turns out it's only story, but we're fine.
What? You're disappointing me already.
I thought there was more, and I looked at my notes. I'm like, did I only write down one story to tell him?
This guy's got notes.
So I had to drive somewhere, right? As one does.
Yeah.
And as I'm driving, I reached these train tracks, and they're down, and they were down for like 20 minutes, and I'm maybe like 6 car in back from the line. I'm like, whatever, I'll just wait it out because I need to go to the store to pick up something for my parents. Like I don't want to go around. I've already committed to 20 minutes. I'm staying here. Well, all of a sudden, some cars are like turning around at the 20-minute mark. I'm like, that's odd. Why aren't you sticking it out? But whatever, do you? And as I get closer, I realize the second car that was in line, some woman is outside the car bashing on the windows. And it doesn't look like they know each other. I'm like, maybe they're doing like a Chinese fire drill or something. Like, maybe they're trying to be funny.
It's a prank.
Yeah, I'm like, maybe it's from the same car. I don't know. And then it's just like, she's yelling at this car. I couldn't hear what she was yelling, and then starts hitting the window. I think at some point she opened up the back driver's side door. But then, like, the guy started turning around and, like, driving away. I'm like, that's odd.
What?
So then the next car pulls up.
Weird.
And I don't trail them. I keep my distance because I'm like, I don't know what's going on. I don't want to die today. Not today.
Yeah. Fair. Okay.
So then the woman looks at the next car in line as they're rolling up and just starts immediately pounding on the window. Goosh, goosh, goosh. Well, this woman was not about to take it. She opens up her door and starts chasing this woman. I said, screw this. I'm not about to watch someone get carjacked. I turn around, I drive maybe like a block away, and then I sit there for like a couple minutes. And all of a sudden, I guess more people start turning around, and one guy pulls up next to me, and we're facing opposite ways, so our driver's sides are next to each other. And he rolls down his window, and he's like, dude, what the hell is going on back there? I'm like, I have no clue. But like, I kind of want to go watch again. Like, all right, you do you, man. But like, that doesn't look like it's getting any better. I'm like, okay. So he drives off. I start going back up. I'm like 100, 150 feet away because I want to keep a good distance just in case. And they're outside the car. They're like fighting. They're pulling each other, not so much swinging. The woman tries getting back in her car, drives our edges forward a little bit because now she's first in line. And then all of a sudden, the woman, the crackhead, I think, we're going to call her crackhead just to be safe, politically correct.
CH.
Yeah, CH. Cha over here. Starts bashing the window again, tries ripping the door open, and finally the woman just gets out, starts chasing her again, and then the woman runs off. I'm like, oh, she ran into her house because there was a house nearby, and she ran to the back. Well, they call the cops. I sit there because I'm waiting, and all of a sudden a man comes out of the house, and he starts questioning, like, what's going on? I don't think the woman actually lived there. Because when the cops showed up, they start pointing to the backyard, and the cops have like hands on their guns, and they're just kind of looking around, and they couldn't find the woman. This was like a 40-minute ordeal. Because I'm like, this is better than TV. I gotta sit here and watch. I gotta see how this finishes. But then the police started directing people like to turn around because they weren't gonna get through. Because the train tracks are still blocked at this point. And yeah, like this woman was just trying to get into cars, fighting people. And
wait, why were the train tracks blocked?
I guess a train had come by and like the rails or like the blockers were down. They never went back up and the lights never turned off, like flashing.
Oh.
Yeah, so like that's what we were all originally waiting for. But then someone just started going ham on this car, like on this guy's door. So he turns around. I start, and then next person, I had to drive on someone's lawn to get away, and then I came back to watch. And it was wild. I just ended up going around. Like, I went 15 minutes out of my way just to avoid those tracks. It was fucking
Holy
wild.
Shit.
I have a video. If I remember, I'll put it in right here. If not, well,
you
have to trust my story.
I received these videos, and it was very confusing to tell what was going on, but I'm glad you told me that story. That's fucking wild.
Dude, I couldn't believe it. I'm like, all right, I got a story for SpaceShow.
I had another. This reminds me. I have two things to go off of. When you first started the story, I thought you were gonna talk about these train tracks things, like they came down, and they just like didn't go up like ever. Because I not like a month ago, maybe 2 months ago now, I was coming back from a delivery in DoorDash, and I was sitting in one of those for probably about like 45 minutes before I just decided to go a different way. And like, I'm not even kidding you, like how angry at the world I was when I drove like one block over and the next one was just like up. The gate was just up. Like there was never a train. There never was.
Were people like sitting there with you, or were you like the only guy?
Nah, people were sitting there with me, but they all got smart and drove away like 5 minutes into their wait. I was like, it's got to be coming up any time now, like any minute.
Oh, dude, I'm the same way. If I sit there, I'm committing my time. If I spend more than 5 minutes, I'm in it for the long haul.
Like literally, like, because it will, like, you will be the guy, like you will pull away, and then as soon as you turn around in the rearview mirror, you're gonna see it's gonna be going up.
Exactly, and it's the worst feeling ever.
Yeah, honestly, fuck that. And then so the other thing I wanted to
wait, hold up. What about the DoorDash? How was the guy? Because I'd be pissed if that was my food. I don't care where you're at. What happened to my food?
I already delivered the food.
You were coming back. Got it.
Yeah, I was coming back home, so I was like off the clock, thankfully. But I mean, no, it wouldn't have been good if I was on the clock, dude. Somebody would have been pissed. But yeah, so the other thing, I had another crackhead experience while driving.
Yeah?
In the middle of Illinois. Remember, like, we talked about it on SpaceShow where...
Oh, the guy driving.
I was driving... And I was driving to Champaign, and the guy was like swerving all over the road and was like in the median. Mm-hmm. I had another experience like that.
Yeah.
On the way to Champaign.
What is
from
people
Springfield
just, like,
though?
Getting fucked up on those giant ass highways.
Well, first of all, there's an opiate epidemic going on in the Midwest of America.
Yeah, we're number one.
It's not very much talked about, where all these people in these hodunk towns who just stand there and work at the gas station for 12 hours a day, they got nothing better to do than shoot up heroin or smoke meth.
Jesus Christ.
And yeah, so God forbid when they start traveling and get behind the wheel of a car, it causes some mayhem. So, I don't know. This person wasn't as bad as the other person I talked about, but they were definitely just swerving all over the road, and like I don't know, maybe they weren't on anything, because they kept going really, really fast and catching up to semi trucks, and then like riding its ass like so close. Like I don't know how they wouldn't hit it, because there's no way the truck drivers could see the car that was behind them. It was that close.
Jesus. People are horrible. Like, if you're in a car,
Yeah.
everyone else's life can be at stake.
People don't realize that vehicles are like can range from like 3 to 7 to 10 tons. Like cars are death traps and killing machines. They're heavy pieces of metal that are traveling at speeds that have a lot of energy. That mass plus that velocity, it's a lot of energy.
Damn.
Mass times velocity equals energy.
You want to know the only thing I remember from like most of my science classes? Not like biology, like science-ish, like the other side of it.
Yeah.
Pervnert.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. Just pervnert. PRV equals N. RT, yeah, pervnert.
I remember something from my late great Algebra 1 teacher in high school, Mrs. Osborne. She goes, x equals negative b plus or minus square root of a squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Right?
I can't tell you how many times that equation did me dirty in high school.
I can't tell you how many times that lullaby saved my ass in high school.
I just considered, like, I remember the teacher at one point said, like, yeah, people told me they're going to get tattoos of this just so they never forget it. I'm like, yeah, that's a good idea. I can't remember this for the life of me. Everything else is right, only because I forgot, or besides the fact that I forgot, like, plus or minus. Otherwise, it'd be flawless. Yeah. I'm like, damn it.
Or you could just remember the lullaby. I don't know what the actual tune is. I'm blanking on the name of it, but do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Farajaka.
Yeah. There you go. You just had to like hum it, slur it.
I know my shit.
That's French. Did you know that?
I did. Because then you sing the translated part afterwards.
French.
I don't. I just know that
really?
one.
What's the translated part? I've never heard that.
Oh God, what is it?
Oh, this guy. Oh, I guess this guy doesn't speak French.
No. It's definitely like you sing it. It's the next verse. Like you just sing it in English.
Yeah.
Like, brother John, are you sleeping? Are you sleeping? London bells are ringing. Ding dang dong. Maybe it's not the translated part, but I know that they're hot cross buns. It might not be the translated version, but there is an English verse right afterwards. Now that I say it out loud, I'm like, that actually doesn't sound right. I don't know French, but that's not right.
Frère Jacques could be a name.
That might
like
be
John.
that might be English or translated English or whatever to
Brother
John. Yeah. Dormez-vous? Yeah, dormir in Spanish is sleeping. Are you sleeping?
Estás durmiendo. Yeah, sing it, but in Spanish. Hermano Juan, estás durmiendo. Who's talking in there? Oh, it's you?
Camera.
Oh, you walked away. You didn't say anything. You're just gonna let me go on my bit, huh?
Yeah, dude. It was a good bit.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah, I got you.
Thanks. Well, that about does it for this week's episode.
Yeah, calling it quits?
No. What else you got?
I'm trying to think what else I've been doing.
Hit me with it. Yeah, I literally haven't been doing anything except like doing school during the week, driving for DoorDash, trying to earn some money. Here's what's been exciting in my life. Oh, and going to Springfield to visit my girlfriend. But here's what has been keeping me excitable. Is basketball.
Yeah.
Playoffs are happening right now. Yeah. Something very exciting actually happened tonight. Did now,
the Bulls win?
Fact. Remember? No, Bulls aren't even in the playoffs.
Maybe next year.
Bulls weren't in the playoffs at all this year. Maybe
next year's our year.
No, they got a higher draft pick in the lottery. So
don't you have to be really bad
maybe.
to get a higher draft pick?
Yep. Yep. That's about how she goes.
All right.
But yeah, and we're getting a new coach. Things are looking up.
Have we ever talked on?
But here's a
Nope.
Sorry. No.
I was gonna say, did I ever mention that I
please.
marched with the son of the general manager for the Bulls?
What if he's listening to this?
The general
And he hears
manager?
you totting about him, his son. Yeah. Okay, but imagine being like having it be national news that your dad or your husband gets
That's what I was thinking about, because like whenever you hear those kind of stories, you never like put into perspective who they are besides like maybe a really bad coach. So I've been told, because I didn't follow basketball back then. But like
his bad coach.
I was thinking like, okay, I knew his son. I spent a whole winter marching with him. That sucks that he's probably gonna get ridiculed at school because he goes to ISU.
Yeah, he almost went to U of I.
Yeah, what happened?
ISU called his name. The birds went.
Roll birds.
And the Illini did not go caw on that day. So his name was called to ISU. Boo birds.
Boo birds.
But
yeah, you're getting into you watch basketball playoffs. So what happened?
Dude, what happened tonight? I told you we had to put a recording on hold for 30 minutes because I was watching the end of a basketball game. The Miami Heat, just beat the number 1 seed Bucks, and they completely kicked them out of the playoffs. Yeah, they won the semi-conference.
My boy Giannis.
Yeah, Giannis is out now. Giannis wasn't even playing tonight.
Mr. Antetokounmpo. No, that's
they
the
damn
issue,
near
man.
they damn near got swept.
Jesus.
Because the Heat they got some ballers on that team. Heat are Heat are ranked 5th, and are the lowest ranked team left in the playoffs.
Wow.
Yeah, and they beat the team that had the best record in all of the NBA, like even better than the Lakers with LeBron and all that. I don't know. The thing is, what?
When people get kicked out of the playoffs, right? Like, you're done playing.
Yeah.
Do they get sent home from the bubble at that point?
Yeah, they do.
You just get to go home, like pack up your things, see you later.
Yeah, it's like you're voted off the island. It's kind of like a reality TV show.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Just curious.
It's kind of fun. It's kind of fun like that in that way,
Instead of being voted off, you're just shitty.
Yeah, you just get beat 4 times in a row. Damn near, dude. Giannis MVP and Defensive Player of the Year, and damn near got swept. That's kind of whack.
That's kind of messed up.
By 5th seed. Yeah, dude. And fun fact: 2 UIUC alum on the Heat this year.
Really?
Maybe not alum is the right word because they didn't graduate, but they.
I would still say.
Yeah, they went to U of I. Yeah, they went here. I think actually alum actually means like not graduate. It's just having gone to the school at any point in time.
Mm-hmm.
Alumni is somebody who has gone to the school at one point in time.
I think this has happened since between recording sessions between us, but man, when all that stuff was happening down in, or I guess up in Kenosha, and the NBA took a stand and said, we're not playing today, that was pretty powerful, man.
Yeah, that was crazy. Yeah, and it's even more powerful when you think about, where the team who led it was the Bucks, right?
Yeah.
From Wisconsin. So it's their home state. And two players on the Bucks I know for a fact are victims of police brutality.
Really?
I don't know the specifics, but Sterling Brown and George Hill both kind of led the charge on that. They both spoke about what was going on and why they were choosing to not play.
Mm-hmm. I thought it was a very powerful and very strong message, and a very good way too. Like, you're just not playing. You are delaying a national sport that people are not relying on, but they look forward to. But you're bringing up political issues in a very well managed or well served space.
Yeah, they did it because they needed to send that message,
Mm-hmm. And once one team did it, everyone else just kind of followed. Yep, we're not playing. WNBA, we're not playing. Mm-hmm. MLB, not playing.
Yeah, it's crazy. It was the last time they saw that happen was in the 1960s with Bill Russell, and he spoke on what was happening in today's NBA, and he was like just saying about how much courage it takes, and all his respect goes out to the players for doing what they're doing. Because you think about it, like, fucking imagine doing what they're doing and then having it still be a problem 50 years later.
Yeah, it's pretty fucked up.
That's kind of fucked. And that's only the tip of the iceberg, really.
One of the things that like really struck a chord with me was the WNBA. They wore the shirts that had like spelled out his name, Jacob Blake, right? That's his name.
Yeah, I think that's right.
And then on the backs of the shirt had 7 bullet holes painted on.
Yeah.
And that just puts into perspective, like, this man pulled a trigger 7 times. Like, it's pretty messed up, man.
The dude whose back was turned to him. Mm-hmm. Like.
And I hate the argument of, well, he was going for something. Well, he had a record. All right, cool. So a knife warranted how many? Alleged knife warranted how many of those shots? 3. And then what did the record that they weren't aware of warrant? The other 4? Like, what's the math on the bullet holes in him?
I don't know. I don't get that argument, like, drawing up their past, like, records. Like, he got arrested for drug charges. He got arrested for, like, assault. Like, the kid who showed up to that protest and shot 2 people, that 17-year-old kid, you know? He has marijuana possession charges. Like, why aren't they talking about that? You know,
the
this
jazz cabbage?
Marijuana, the underage AR-15 owner who got it illegally, came over from state lines and has a record of marijuana crimes. Sounds pretty suspicious to me. Sounds like a domestic terrorist. Also,
one of the lesser charges, he was out after curfew, which is just one of the many things. Like, if you're looking at
that's where it starts, really.
It's like it's all these things.
You
like,
stay out
how
after
can you
curfew
justify
once,
like,
and then you're shooting up protests.
Guy was allegedly getting a weapon with his kids in the car, so a guy shot him 7 times. Hello? Hey, how's it going, man? Can you hear me? Can you hear? Uh-oh. I think we're losing Danny. He is aggressively clicking in my ear. Hello? Howdy? Dan? Well, I'm gonna text him real quick. Let's see how this goes.
I think I'm good.
Think you're good?
Technical difficulties. All right. Looks like we're rolling.
All right. I think
Looks
we're back.
Like we're rolling again.
Back.
Snaps, timing snaps. All right, there we go. We're in it. I'm in it and I can't get out. Dash Kanye. Okay.
All right, welcome back. Where were we talking about? Like,
I don't fucking remember.
I don't know. Let's just move on from the topic, I guess.
I'm over it. I'm sad now. Things were going so well.
We'll get it better for next time. It'll be great.
The whole remote thing, we didn't have a single hitch. We set it up and we were going, and then something happened.
And then something
People
went
playing
wrong.
Warzone in my house. Yeah, something happened. And then I think it all started when I was born.
I'm going to run a couple ideas by you that I talked about in last week's podcast that apparently Danny
Sprint
didn't
them by
listen
me.
to.
Yep.
So I was thinking, because we're at like almost 50 subscribers.
Yeah.
And like 48. I was thinking maybe
what
once
are you
we
talking
hit
about? I listen
60,
to this.
doing like doing a giveaway or something, or like putting up a custom ink like t-shirt thing.
Merch.
Yeah, and then like doing a giveaway on the Instagram. How do you feel about that?
I feel very good about this. I love the idea of merch. I think we should have scarves, oven mitts, shoe inserts.
Which oven mitt?
Hand
Right or left hand?
warmers. Middle.
Middle hand. Okay. Because I don't.
How about an oven mitt for people with less or more than 5 fingers?
I don't even.
Yeah.
Oven mitts for people
Think
with
about
at
it.
least 2 thumbs.
Oven mitts for only people with a front butt.
Oven mitts for OnlyFans.
Oh, Only Mitts.
Yeah.
You know Only Mitts? You been there?
Only Mitts, yeah.
I'll tell you what I'm doing tonight. Editing this shit show of a recording together.
That'll definitely make my life easier.
Not to say that this talking to you hasn't been good. My Logic recording looks like a art piece from Picasso. It's like abstract. There's a lot of color.
Christ.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm also not recording video this entire time. I just realized. So I think I'm just gonna nod.
Have you actually not been recording video?
I have a 20-minute video, and then I have another 2-minute video. I think I'm out of space, is what the problem is.
All right. I think we're going to call it here.
So,
you will have seen
well, no,
Danny.
Wait.
What? You don't have space?
We can,
I think we should just work out the kinks for next week.
Audio can be compressed. Okay,
yeah.
Okay, fine. Next
we
week.
Can work out the
next
kinks
week
next week
will be better.
Yeah,
next week will be better, and I'll have a list.
Infinitely better.
I'll have a goddamn story too. You can bet your right foot on it.
I'll bet my left.
I'll make something. I'll make something happen. Something's gonna happen. I'll break into somebody's house and go to jail just so I could have a story.
There we go.
I'm not even kidding you. That's how dedicated I am to this.
Well, thank you for tuning in. Let us know how you felt about this abstract episode of Space Show. Well, it'll be infinitely better next week. But let us know if you like this format of remote podcasts.
Hopefully it turns out okay. I mean, sitting here with the raw footage and everything, I mean, it'll be some work, but hopefully the end product will sound okay. You know?
It should be fine.
I don't know.
All right, what do we have to plug? Subscribe, because I've noticed on the analytics that at least 60% of people that listen to this are not subscribed.
Really?
Yep, 30% of you subscribe to the channel.
Who are you?
The other 60%
make yourselves known.
Nah, we're good.
Make yourselves known.
Be sure to follow us on Instagram. We put out a lot of polls, some questionnaires, and just like to hear back from you guys, like the feedback.
Tell your friends.
Tell your friends. Tell your mom. Tell your dad. Mention it to your brother.
Grandmas.
Don't be too worrisome about your brother, but let him know.
Yeah, you don't want to come off as pushy. That's the last thing we want.
Yeah. Just don't tell your sister. We don't need that.
Yeah, she's not allowed. No girls actually on this podcast.
No girls ever on this podcast except for Ellie.
Yeah, she's cool.
She's pretty dope. Viv's not allowed.
No, Viv doesn't even listen, right?
You right.
Or am I wrong in assuming that?
No. All right. Well, I think we're gonna call it there. Thanks for listening.
I think you need to tell your girlfriend that we have hold on. I think you need to tell your girlfriend that we have a podcast.
I've been hiding it this whole time.
So that's what you do with Danny. That's what you've been doing all those nights.
Thank you for listening to the 21st episode of Space Show. I'll have a drink to drinking age. And yeah, see you hopefully next week, next time.